Completion to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Green. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses, up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The turnover, and they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Got the first down, looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. twirl and throw off the RPO.
Well, you can tell those two practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Touch pass on the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's second and long.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Gonna look downfield again. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he's not going to take the touchback. Oh, the ball's out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Timeout called by the defense. Their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense has it with really good field position. Calls his own number. Fights off a defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? LSU quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Firing to the right, complete. Turning on the Jets. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. It'll be in the final stanza. The give as they work on that clock. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Green. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The sure hands, it's Jones.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got...
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead.
Got it.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Punts it out of the air. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why?
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Fires left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Washington. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Now on first and 10 from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Green. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The quick out. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Quarterback will keep it. Slithers into space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
They'll line up to go for 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they get him down.
No, he's short. And I tell you what, the QB, you see down this area, it's so short. You only got a couple yards you got to get. He thought he could get it, Went downhill, tried to get there, but the defense says no, sir.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Green. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He'll take it out of bounds at the 48, and a smart play to move the sticks and save the time late. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got some space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. After this, it'll be a wrap. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Into the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Sayin. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Explosive plays are great, but you gotta finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. What? Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. That's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch. You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's reeled in, it's Smith. Creates a little space. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. Play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
A first down run on the doorstep. He He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Got him downfield. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those line...
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Rushes on him. Finds the big tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Out of bounds down to 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. They'll get this drive going from the 17. RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that.
He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got a man. It's Durham. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone of him. Dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Keeps it on the bootleg. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Looking down the middle. Got his man. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high.
Wide open spaces. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you need it. You really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He caught it. Still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Got room at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And his offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback keeper. And they're able to make the tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I got to keep in mind the situation. This is still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here to put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Gotta find a completion on this one. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Paul.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.